Who are we starting with? I feel like I want to do Pisces. I'm gonna do my Pisces. I'm gonna do my Pisces, yo, or whatever. So we're gonna be doing. Oh, I want to do affirmations today, but I'm gonna pull an oracle card, probably like one or two, depending on what comes out. I don't like pulling cards. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of like to let things flow. But I'm going to start to do some kind of fun spreads. I don't want to get too serious all the time, so we're gonna follow up with the tarot, these bad boys, and we're gonna end it off with the affirmation. So I'm gonna start off with my Pisces, and let's get into it. I'm not really looking for anything specific, but just mostly what the Pisces collective needs at the moment. So let's see. Okay, that was easy. Skull of Flowers. So this is creating through the ashes. A lot of Pisces are going through a transformation of their entire reality, right? So with that being said, I think a lot of Pisces, especially with this Skull of Flowers, are ready to kind of unravel themselves in a way where they don't feel restricted. They don't feel those limitations. They don't feel like they have to explain themselves or tell people what they have to do or what they're doing and why. I just feel like this is a card for Pisces to basically say, you know, it's time to just create through the ashes again. A lot of what you might be going through could be tower moments. There, I see some fire here, some sacral energy. You might want to consider maybe, what? This feels like you guys need to get creative. So in terms of your creativity, I think you want to rebuild something or kind of build something up in a way where you're proud of it. I think you want to be proud of something that you can create. I get the sense that a lot of Pisces also are just ready to put the work in. Ready to put the work in as far as what can I do to make myself feel better about the circumstances that I'm in. And this doesn't have much to do with money, but it feels like a lot of you could need money, or you're just ready to kind of put the effort in so that you can receive that money, effort, creative endeavor. You just want to see something be successful, especially with that Eight of Pentacles. You could be feeling a little stagnated right now, or things just aren't, you know, proving to work as of right now, but I just think this is a message for you to stay consistent. So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, it feels like a lot of you are content with just the way your life is, but if not content, I just feel like you're okay with being by yourself right now. I think a lot of you feel the need, like, I just need to have this moment to myself kind of thing. I just need to kind of figure myself out. I'm happy with the way things are, even if it's not perfect, even if, you know, I'm not with that person, or this relationship isn't working well, or I want to be able to find something, right? So in that sense, let's see what else we've got here. Queen of Cups. So you are definitely in your element right now. You'd be feeling a little bit more better than a few weeks ago or a couple days ago. I think a lot of you are a bit more motivated right now, and that's part of the reason why you're moving forward. You're ready to move. You're ready to just let things go. You're ready to kind of just bring yourself to this place in your life where you're just proud because you're there, because, you know, you've been able to put the work in. You've been able to kind of see things through. So this being in your shadow card, this is the midnight, the most magical hour of all. I think if you continue to stay consistent in whatever it is that you're planning on doing for yourself, or just creating, whether it makes money or not, if it helps people or not, I think you just want to be able to kind of attract a community that's just like you. And with that being said, let's get into our affirmations. This was a pretty straightforward reading. I think a lot of you right now aren't worried too much about things that don't, you know, give you peace. There's this need for, you know, a surrounding of peace. You just want to be around some silence. You just want to be around some love. It feels that is way too many cards. I did see that courage card though. A lot of you could feel the need to okay, I'm going to take them then. And that courage card is right there again. So it says, my fear of rejection does not stop me from bravely going forward. So I want you to kind of look at that. I like to look at the pictures too, because they give me a little bit more information. You guys could probably have some feline energy. You could be feeling like you want to find maybe maybe a pet, you're thinking about getting a pet, or just something that will kind of give you a little boost in terms of, like, this is basically something that gives you comfort. You might want to find something that gives you comfort. That way, if you do fear rejection, or you feel like things aren't going to go the way that you want them to, you can kind of have some kind of cushion and respect for yourself, or just be able to kind of fall and lean on somebody that you love and trust, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 affirmations. So 5 could definitely be a number for you this year. This is a 5-year. So yeah, hey, how you doing? So I'm trying to like fix my posture. So a lot of you might also want to consider chiropractors, or just maybe getting a massage, because that's what I need. That's what I need. So your second card, before I get distracted, is instincts. It says, I act on my instincts and notice the signs and symbols in my life. So what this basically tells me is, use your intuition to help you. Use your intuition and trust your intuition, because your intuition is what's really going to allow you to kind of understand the things that you need versus what you think you see, right? Versus what you think you want also. I think if you can visually tell that somebody's not good for you, and you continue to, pursue that thing, and you keep getting signs or other things about like people getting cheated on, or people, in a third party kind of thing. I don't know where that came from, but it just feels like this has more to do with relationships than anything. I think you really need to make sure that you're paying attention to those red flags, because it seems like your vision gets blurry when you actually like someone. So when spirit kind of sends you signs, you kind of look at them like, nah, that's not for me, right? But I think also, on a more positive note, you can also see that there are better things ahead, and you need to kind of pay attention to those things versus the things that make you question whether or not, if that's something you want. So your third card is, I make mental pictures of my goals that are simple and to the point. And what there's a lot of animals here, so you might want to kind of get out, or just go, it feels like you want to get into nature. You just want to go somewhere that's going to ground you, or just give you a boost of energy. With this visualizations, this basically tells me that a lot of you could possibly want to, create a sketchbook, or just a vision board, or like what's the word I'm looking for? Scrapbooking maybe, just to help you visualize what you actually want, because at times you might forget what it is that you want out of life. So you need to kind of surround yourself with reminders as to why you're doing what you're doing, and what you're doing it for. Also making sure that your intention in what you're doing isn't just based solely on, money, finances, whatever it is. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we all need that, right? But I think if you give your intention to a higher power versus like saying, I need this right now, I think you kind of have to let go of the limitations that you're setting on your own expectations. So make sure that you're kind of giving yourself a broad overview about what it is that you want out of life, and I think you'll start to see a lot of things manifest more. So you have 2 more cards. Your fourth card is support. So it says, I surround myself with supportive people who believe in my dreams. This feels a lot like friendships and family. Don't worry so much about the people who aren't really there to, give you what you need. I think you need to focus more on giving yourself that validation first, and then secondly, giving love to the people who are offering you, appreciation for the things that you're doing. Also, it's okay to, feel doubt when you're not seeing the results that you want. But I think another thing that you need to realize is, especially with that visualization, I think you need to really kind of pinpoint what it is that you want to do, and that's really what's going to help you kind of find the people who will support your dreams, as well as make you some money. Let's be real here, okay? So affluence, it says, your last card, your 5th card, it says affluence. I choose to be debt-free and to live a healthy and affluent life. This feels a lot like you're trying to get out of this lack mentality. I think you're starting to realize where you've been ungrateful in certain areas of your life, because I hate to say this, but it could have been worse. And overall, in general, I think you're starting to realize how blessed you are. And if you don't feel blessed, I think this might be the time for you to understand how or what it is that you're actually grateful for, so that you can, understand how your life actually is versus what your grand idea of what you want it to be. So kind of come back down to earth and understand that things are happening in your favor. So there's nothing for you to really focus too much on as of right now, but I think a lot of you could really use the boost in confidence, or just feel like you can handle the bills that are coming up, and whether or not you can afford them anymore. I think also, just to kind of end this on a note, with this Eight of Pentacles, a lot of you will be seeing a lot of movement. And that Chariot card that was underneath here, a lot of you could be seeing a lot of movement. Once you decide to change your environment, you could be ready to, put that work in, which is what's going to bring you to that content place. A lot of you will be in your element this year, so I want you to understand that things will get better. It's just a matter of you, again, creating something, not out of pain, not out of the desire to get money, not out of, just doing something just to do it because you can do it. I just think you need to focus more on your intention and why you want to do the things that you're doing. And again, that Courage card being the first card that came out, it says, or that was on the bottom, my fear of rejection does not stop me from bravely going forward. So you give yourself that validation and you'll start to see a whole lot of differences in your life. I don't think you have to, answer to anybody. You don't have to question anybody right now. As of right now, I just think you need to focus on what it is that you want to do in order to get to the places that you want to be. Write them down. Take pictures, use your creative ideas to kind of get the juices flowing. And I don't want to say manifest, because people take that into like this weird thing now. But just kind of know what you want and, work towards it, basically. So I'm going to end this reading here. If you would like a personal reading with me, my name is Wahida Abdallah. You can go to lolahoneyaroma.com. My Cash App is Wahida8A. That is W8. Can I spell my name? WAHIDA and then 8A. Cool. If you wanted to do any donations, I personally would like that, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to continue to do this, and I just love being